Hi YouTube. It's been a while since I've uploaded. I've just been doing life. Um, I'm probably going to cover, I will cover a few topics in this video. Rather than just to do separate videos for everything, um, I just get it all done in one video. So um, the first thing I want to do is welcome fall. Fall is my absolute favorite time of year. I love the pumpkin spice everything. um, I actually just for the first time yesterday went and got a pumpkin spice frappuccino from Starbucks, and it was everything that I remember it to be. Now I've purchased pumpkin spice coffee to keep at my home, but it's not always the same thing, and those things are so. I'm telling you, I think they've got to be about 300 calories for those things at Starbucks. I knew I was going to do that, and I just yesterday I definitely had a splurge day, which kind of brings me around to how is my weight loss journey going. Well, I'll tell you honestly. As my daycare had been closed for a couple of months because my kids started school, my daycare kids started school, I got really lazy. I got really just complacent in my daily routine, and I really didn't feel even a purpose. Honest to God, just to even for getting up and doing anything, I just didn't really feel like why. So I mean, I would just sleep till noon. I think there was one day I actually slept till 1 o'clock, and it really started weighing on me. Just after that first month, it was really, I saw the difference. I felt the difference. My body hurt, because, you don't use it, you lose it. Um, and my weight, I gained, I kid you not, in 1 month, 20 pounds. And I was so discouraged and so disappointed in myself because I had been doing so well. So, I thought to myself that something's got to change. I'm going to die. You know what I mean? It's never been about looks. It's never been about anything like that. I mean, it's always been just wanting to feel good. So, and wanting to live a long life and to be able to do the job that I do. I take care of children. And you can't do that if you can't flippin' move. So, I decided, okay, I'm not going to pressure myself anymore. I'm not going to get down on myself anymore. I'm not going to diet. Um, I knew that if I ate certain foods, I felt like crap. I knew if I ate other foods, I felt better. I didn't like waking up feeling like I was retaining water, and you feel that difference. I didn't like not getting a good night's sleep, all that stuff. So, I decided to make some changes. Also, my blood pressure was shooting up fast. Now, albeit I had run out of my blood pressure medication, and my doctor's office was being uncooperative. They were insisting that I go to the office itself, which I didn't feel comfortable doing. Um, and so they were refusing to refill my blood pressure medication unless I went in, because it had been a while since I had actually gone to their office, since my regular doctor left. And so I was hell-bent on finding a new doctor here in town, which I did. But what happened was then my blood pressure got up to like 150 over 90, and it was really scaring me. I was like, oh no, it hasn't been like this in a couple of years. And so I decided to, until I could get blood pressure medication, I researched foods that I could eat to bring my blood pressure down, like quick like. So I did. I researched some things, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And I got my blood pressure, sort of. I mean, but I messaged the doctor's office, and I was like, hey, look, I'm scared I'm going to have a heart attack or a stroke. My blood pressure, is shot up. I'm out of blood pressure medication. I need my regular blood pressure medication refill, please. And so, thankfully, I seem like I got a hold of a very caring nurse practitioner there, and she agreed to a virtual visit, which we did, and I took my blood pressure, and she saw it, and she prescribed my blood pressure medication, thank God, and so within just a couple of days, my blood pressure was back under control. Now it runs about between 90 and 100 over maybe 75-ish over 80. So it doesn't, now it's back under control. Um, and actually, she's now worried it's going to go too low. But the other thing that has happened is that um, the weight started coming off because of the foods that I was researching that would bring my blood pressure down. One of the things that I found was tart cherry juice. You can just get this at the grocery store. In fact, I'm drinking it now. This is an old jelly jar or something, and or it might be no, it's a jelly jar. Anyway, tart cherry juice. It is extremely tart, but I start my mornings off with it. Before I even have my tea, I start my mornings off with it. And then I make sure I down this water. As you can tell, I haven't done that yet this morning. I took my shower, and I'm literally just sitting down at my desk to get things done, and I wanted to knock this video out. But this stuff, whew, but it's good. But it's really good. And I do this every morning. I give myself time. I get that down. Sometimes I'll drink the water at the same time because of the tartness. But I've been doing this for a few weeks now, and I'll tell you, almost a month now, I started noticing how much better I felt. Of course, my blood pressure came down. Of course, my medicine helped with that too. I started putting turmeric and pepper in pretty much almost all my food that I cooked. And I was amazed at the results of that. And spinach, I started putting, raw baby spinach in things, salads, and cooking it with my scrambled eggs and stuff like that. And I was just concentrating on my daily life, things that I had to do. I wasn't thinking about food or what I was going to have for dinner, what I was going to have for lunch, or I wasn't snacking. Oh, also, I stopped buying chips. Chips do not come into this house because one of the things, if it's in the house, I'm going to eat it. And so I don't buy chips anymore. I get snacks for the daycare kids because that daycare starts back October 4th, and that's the next subject I'm going to cover. But yeah, so if it's not in the house, I'm not going to eat it. So I quit eating chips. I buy they're like individual packs of like these mixed nuts with like walnuts and almonds and stuff like that. And when I feel the craving for chips, crunchy, salty, I grab a pack of those nuts. And I've been doing this for almost a month now, and let me tell you what, that 20 pounds that I gained, I've lost all but maybe 3 pounds of it back, gone. So I was headed back towards a place I never wanted to see again or go to again. I'm noticing a really strong glare on this with my glasses on. I can try to I could try to video with without my glasses, but I don't know. I won't be able to see. So I don't know. You guys let me know if the glare's too bad on my glasses. Oh, no, I can't. It gives me a headache. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I was going to try to keep the glare off. All right. So the blood pressure's under control. The weight loss journey is continuing, and I've also finally settled on the mindset that this is not going to happen fast. I would weigh myself every single day. Be disappointed if I even gained a pound, and that was very counterproductive. So now I only weigh myself maybe once every, like in the last month I weighed myself, one time, maybe twice. And that's when I noticed the weight drop back off. So because not only, I mean, the water retention isn't there, um, and I'm eating better. I'm not eating junk food. I don't keep a lot of sweets in the house. Now, I do tend to crave sweets, so I do have things in the house, but I don't eat them every day like I used to before. It's like if I really need something, I'll grab something, or I'll drink the juice because it's sweet and it's tart. I mean, it's tart and it's sweet, so you get both. And again, drinking the water. So, all right, on to my next like little life update here. Um, my daycare is reopening October 4th, and I got to tell you, I was getting a little nervous. I was a little concerned. Was I going to have enough enrollment, to be able to pay my bills and things like that? I was getting nervous. I had enough saved up to where I was okay for a couple of months since most of my kids had started school. I took some time off. Um, and I was getting really nervous, and there was like just not much, by the way of parents needing childcare, and I chalked that up to a variety of things, COVID, the vaccines, masks, all that stuff. Parents were very concerned about, and so, but finally, um, just all of a sudden, in this last couple of weeks, it's been boom, 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 and now I am full again. My daycare is full, and I'm not overloading myself. I'm keeping it to, just 4 kids at a time, and I'm still getting messages, and these people are going on my wait list. So it's God. I said a prayer to God. I'm like, all right, God, do I need to? Because I started looking for jobs, remote jobs that I could just do remotely, and I was like, all right, God, if you've watched me for any amount of time, you know that my daycare belongs to God. I'm a Christian, and I wouldn't have this daycare if not for God. Literally saved my life, and so all of a sudden, and I said this prayer. I'm like, God, you got to tell me, am I meant to keep doing this, or do I need to do something else? And then boom, these families started contacting me, needing childcare, and it's been amazing. So now I have a wait list again. My daycare is full. I opened back up officially on October the 4th, and I'm excited again. I had kind of lost that spark. Honestly, I kind of got really burnt out. But keeping the enrollment down, keeping it low, something I can manage, not overwhelming myself. Also having that sense of purpose again, a reason to get up every day. Feeling like I am doing something that matters, and I am. What I do as a profession matters absolutely, especially in these days and times. Um, the world is just a crazy, crazy place, and you've kind of got to protect your little corner of it, don't you, right now? And so, um, I needed a reason to be getting up every day. I was losing that. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to start my daycare, not just financially, but because I was losing that purpose, that reason to get up every day. I mean, there was nothing for me to do. You can only clean so much. I wasn't getting out. I wasn't doing anything. My body hurt all the time. Um, I'm doing much better on that front. I've got some pedals that I use here at my desk, like stationary bicycle pedals, and that's really helped. And just getting up and moving and doing things. Um, I went to the park the other day, and so on the health front, I'm doing much much better, and I no longer feel like I don't have a purpose. I feel like I have a very important purpose, with taking care of these children. Um, I've always believed that God sends the families to me that need me. Um, now, completely off topic, off all of that, If you are a fan of Johnny Depp, then you're going to love what I talk about next. He has been receiving award after award after award this summer, and I couldn't be happier for him. He recently went to the San Sebastian Film Festival and received another award. And what he did there, literally, he finally, I feel like he's finally speaking speaking up for himself without actually coming out and saying anything, if that makes any sense to you. Sometimes we have to speak in code or be, especially if you're in the middle of a court case, you've got to be very careful with how you word things. And a couple of the speeches that he gave were so moving that I was in tears, especially one part of one of the I won't even say speech, it was more like he was talking to us. One of the things that he was saying when he was talking to us was about chiseling away, chiseling away at this Goliath. That was his word, at this Goliath of a problem, chiseling away, at this, at the little small parts until it breaks down. And I that touched me. That touched me into this little part of me where there's this little curled up little girl part of me in a corner that is so scared all the time. And he touched that little girl part, and that little scared part of me. And I wept, I cried, because it reminded me of how I got the daycare going. Because in 2016, if you follow my story, you know that I had tried to take my life because of a narcissist, and I could have died. I should have died. By the grace of God, I didn't. He had this purpose for me, and him saying that reminded me of how my life got put together because of little baby steps that I took every day. So that when he was talking about that little chiseling away, at the small parts, a bunch of little small parts chiseling away, it reminded me of that, taking baby steps every day towards my goal, towards getting, healthy again, towards being mentally healthy again, emotionally healthy, building my life back up, because I had nothing. And getting to where I was okay financially again, building my daycare up, starting my daycare, just little steps every single day. And those are things I still do. I had gotten away from it, but I gotten back to the little baby steps every day in the direction that I want to go. And I loved hearing him speak his truth in a way that his people, that he could get his point across without sounding like he was being, like, how do I word this? He was saying something very meaningful and very powerful without getting himself in trouble doing it. I guess that's the best way to say it. And it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful, and he looked strong. I mean, he looked mentally strong, emotionally strong, physically strong. He looked good. And I don't just mean good because he's Johnny Depp. I mean, he looked good. Like he was in a good place, like he was determined. And he thanked his fans as he always does. Johnny Depp understands something that I think a lot of actors and actresses, or people in a position where they're making a lot of money off of people like you and me, they forget something. Johnny Depp, he reminds Hollywood, he reminds us that we're the ones that pay the bills, and it feels so good to know that someone like him recognizes that, and he does. I support him 100%. I believe him 100%, and 110%. And I was just really, even more so at this film festival than the previous ones he did this summer. For some reason, this one, he just looked extremely strong. Go and, I don't cover it like some other YouTubers do. Just go and look up Johnny Depp and the San Sebastian Film Festival, and you'll see what I mean. Extremely strong, extremely determined looking. You can't speak about Johnny Depp without really thinking about Victoria Mary Clarke. She had, and I meant to bring one in here with me. She has the most beautiful scarves. In my description, I'm going to link you to her site. I've purchased one of her scarves, the pink and blue one. They're angels. She draws these angels that come to her, and she's got masks as well, and they're popping up everywhere now. When Johnny Depp sees a fan, he recognizes these scarves and these masks, and he wears them as well. But almost can't think about Johnny Depp without thinking about her, because he wears her scarves, and they're such good friends. She's the wife of Shane McGowan, and Johnny Depp produced Crock of Gold a few rounds with Shane McGowan. And they're really, they have such a beautiful friendship, and it really shows on camera, and so I'm going to link you in the description box to her site. I highly recommend you going and buying, yourself a scarf, and it comes with this printout, the sheet telling you about the angel that is on the scarf, and that she sends these cute, beautiful little white feathers with it. I've gotten 2 of these sheets because, like I said, I have the mask and I have the scarf, and I've gotten 2 of these now, and I framed them with the feathers. On my mask, I actually have, and I don't have a mask, it's hanging up over there, so I don't have it at my desk, but on my mask I have this ribbon, and it's a Justice for Johnny ribbon. Can you all see that? Is it blurry? And I have it's purple. It's looking blue on the thing, but it's purple. And it's got the little, the little jar of dirt with a little heart down here. That's symbolic of the Pirates of the Caribbean. And it just says Justice for Johnny on it. And I have it pinned to my side of my mask there. And I'll be wearing all these things when I go to Fairfax, Virginia, because I only live a couple hours from there. There's no reason for me not to be there in April. So I'm so shy. I still haven't figured out how I'm gonna get his attention, because I'm so shy. But I want to bring coverage, and I almost never mention other YouTubers, but I am going to mention and I'm going to leave a link to his YouTube page, unboxphd. Yeah, right. And sorry, it's my dog playing. And he has done such a tremendous job of covering the Johnny Depp at these award shows. I mean, a beautiful job in getting messages to him from everybody, letting him know that we believe him. So much so that Johnny Depp knows who he is, and now and so he's very aware, and he's always been aware, I think, but I think he's more so aware now because of Unbox, that he has such a tremendous family, of people fighting for him. So I'm going to leave that in the description box as well. Check out his YouTube channel if you want to see more of Johnny Depp. As I said, I will be there in April in Fairfax, and I believe I heard him say he was going to be there as well. And so I am going to I'm going to order a very special camera just so I can make sure I can get some good close-ups, because I'm so shy. I had a friend of mine that's going to meet me there, and I was telling him, and I was like, I'm so shy, I don't know if I'll be able to even say anything. Am I going to hide, and then regret it for the rest of my life? Because it's probably my one and only chance to ever meet Johnny Depp. And don't know how much time he's going to have for his fans there. Sometimes, they rush him off and whatever, but he always tries to make time for his fans. But then I was telling my friend, I'm like, I don't know how it's going to be. I'm going to be shy. I'm probably going to even hang back at my car. I don't see myself as being the kind of person that's going to, Johnny, over here, John. I can't see me doing that. Then he's like, that's where I come in. Like, okay, so I have no doubt my friend will probably make a fool of both of us just so that we can get his attention. Be waving one of Victoria's scarves around, something. Put it on a long stick, wave it around, Johnny. Anyways, so I am doing much better. And I just wanted to let you guys know, get this video out so I'm still here. I'm okay. I'm just doing life. I haven't been on my shirts always do this. Like it wants to hang off on one side forever. I've just been, working on life. Um, trying to stay positive in this crazy world, and that's the one I'm going to leave you with. The world has lost its flipping mind, right? So you take care of your corner of it. You do what you feel you need to do for you and yours. Take care of yourself. Look after your mental health. I've noticed the last few days I wasn't able to watch as much TikTok, any really, and the news and stuff like that because I was taking care of some kids, and it was wonderful. It was really wonderful. So, I got put in Facebook jail for 24 hours. And it was great. It was absolutely great. So, yeah, take care of your mental health. Give yourself a few days off social media and off the news, and watch what a difference it makes. It really does make a difference when you don't have that constant stream of negativity coming at you. However well-meaning some of it may be, it's still negativity, and it got my anxieties up. So after being away from it for a few days, I feel much better. So you guys take care of yourself. God bless. Please share my channel and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I know I don't upload a lot, and I don't do my weekly videos on narcissism anymore. Again, that's partly to not put out negative stuff, but I will still continue to discuss that topic. If there's anything that you specifically would like some information about regarding narcissism, please do let me know in the comment section, and I will do my best to cover it for you. But just take care of yourself. At the end of the day, when you lay your head down on your pillow, it's you and the stuff that goes around in your brain that you have to deal with. Okay? God bless, and hopefully I'll talk to you again soon, but just know that I'm doing fine. I'm doing great, and I'll be back soon. God bless. Bye.